We don't talk much about churches like mine, not in leadership meetings, not in conference strategy sessions, not in growth plans or budgets or glossy promotional materials. Because churches like mine are probably considered expendable. We're tiny, we're rural, we struggle financially, so much so that half my salary is funded by the district. We're not flashy, not flush with young families, and we've long since stopped worrying about fitting into anyone's box. We're fully inclusive, openly so, and we're not afraid to walk up to invisible lines of power and start scuffing them out of the way. We're a problem, a liability, a situation. We're also what I like to call a designated decoy. In a district full of more conventional churches, we're easy to ignore or easy to sacrifice. Should the winds shift further toward extremism, our visibility makes us a first target. Theoretically, the only asset of real value would be the building and land, and even that could be seized or repurposed by those in power without much public outcry. We'd be a test case, a cautionary tale, a scapegoat wrapped in stained glass. There's no policy I know of that guarantees me legal defense, no line in the book of discipline that says they'd come for me if things went south, no assurance that someone in authority would call what's happening unjust. There's no cavalry waiting. But here's the thing. We already know. We've talked about it. We've named it. We've made peace with it. We chose it. Because if someone's going to stand where the crosshairs land, let it be a church that knows why it exists. Let it be a pastor who won't retreat. Let it be a congregation that has counted the cost and still opens its doors. We didn't come here to hide. We came to witness. We came to say, yes, we are the church with the woman pastor, the pride flag, the brown and black and white members who sit side by side and sing side by side and serve side by side. We came to say, yes, we believe in grace without exclusion, in love without shame, in Christ without compromise. We came to say, you can call us a decoy, but we're not playing dead. We're living wide open. We may be written off on spreadsheets, overlooked in decision-making circles, or dismissed by strategists who count heads more than hearts. But God doesn't work in spreadsheets. God works in mustard seeds. So we'll keep sowing, we'll keep loving, we'll keep standing. And if the worst happens, if our doors are shut by force or decree, if our property is taken, if I'm let out in cuffs or simply erased from a clergy directory, I'll know this. We weren't expendable. We were faithful. We were never called to safety. We were called to the gospel. We were never promised protection. We were promised presence. We were never meant to survive by silence. We were meant to speak, sing, and scuff out every line that keeps beloved people from believing they belong. So yes, maybe we are the designated decoy, but we are lit like a flare, and that light, it's not going out. For we are pressed on every side by troubles, but we are not crushed. We are perplexed, but not driven to despair, persecuted, but not abandoned, struck down, but not destroyed. 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verses 8 and 9. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. John chapter 1, verse 5. Even if I'm being poured out as a drink offering, I'm glad and rejoice with all of you. Philippians chapter 2, verse 17. I have a blessing and a commissioning for those of you that are like our church. The blessing: may your doors remain open even when others try to shut them. May your light shine defiantly even when the night deepens. May your faith be mistaken for foolishness by those who've forgotten how to hope. May you be protected not by power, but by purpose. And may the one who called you to stand here stand always beside you. And a commissioning: Go now, not in fear, but in fire. Preach the gospel with your body, with your welcome, with your windows unshuttered. Stand where others will not, speak where others dare not. Love beyond the safe lines. Be the flare, be the sanctuary, be the decoy that dares to defy despair. In the name of Christ, go. Have a blessed day, you all. Stay safe, stay strong.